Transformation becomes really credible when the secular media begins to report on it. As you watch this new piece on transformation in Juarez, everything we have captured is being validated by reports on CNN, the LA Times, New York Times, and so forth. My friend, welcome to Transformation in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, God's city.
Murder capital of the world. That was the word on the street in 2010. It was a time of great fear and darkness. Death stalked the streets. Cartel leaders held the city in bondage to violence and corruption. Many may well have thought that the city was destined for total anarchy. But God always has a faithful remnant in place. Nation transformation is a journey that starts with an individual, a man or a woman, a young person or even a child who has an encounter with God about his or her city. He changes. His family changes. His obedience allows God to move, and soon the community begins to feel the impact of change for the better. A change that ripples out to cities and even nations. And there is no doubt that Ciudad Juarez has changed. Today, Ciudad Juarez is experiencing a renewal so dramatic and powerful that it is no longer the world's most dangerous city. Optimism has begun to return, and as always, begins with prayer. And it's working. Even the highest authorities can testify to that.
Por el poder de Dios,
with the power of God and the help of Christians in the city, homicides have decreased by 80%, kidnappings by 100%, and extortions are down by 90%. Now we can say our churches, our streets, and our sport areas have been rescued.
There was a time in the manufacturing industry of Juarez was threatened by the fiscal changes that our government was making. And there was this one lady who understood her call to be a marketplace minister and be an agent of change, that she took leadership in the city. She went all the way to Mexico City, talked to the presidential associates, and because of that, a presidential decree was done, and the whole industry is thriving because transformation came to one single lady.
We have hung signs on the walls of government offices telling our society not to accept bribes or to give money to officials asking for favors. We are telling the citizens that if they start doing it, they will be sanctioned by the authorities.
As a city is transformed from the inside out, soon there is tangible evidence that blesses not just the church, but the entire community.
This museum started as a dream in the worst possible scenario. In Juarez there was no hope, basically it was a city of death. But we as a church decided to see what can we do in the marketplace. And we decided to look for something that can bless the children of Juarez. And look at it right now.
Bearing testimony that the kingdom of God is being established, the museum has more than 26,000 children visitors, 41,000 school sponsorships, and more than 70,000 visits to their website. This museum has been recognized as the most interactive, state-of-the-art museum in all Latin America. It is in partnership with NASA, National Geographic, and the University of Chihuahua. Committed to excellence and education, this is indeed a place of learning, not just for the children of Juarez, but the whole nation. And since its first year, the museum has already had 210,000 visitors.
Who would have thought that after building the Children's Museum of Juarez, now there's a much bigger project, El Punto. The government already has given us this land for a 99-year lease to build a community center that is going to impact the whole city. And not only that, but it's going to give the church the platform to continue working in the city, bringing transformation.
With every morning sunrise over the city of Ciudad Juarez, there is evidence that the light is beginning to burn brightly towards the fullness of the day. faith is increasing. And the Ekklesia is not only praying for change, they are the change.
We used to be a church like this. Only when the pastor moved, the whole church moved. Now we're doing this. Now we're covering more area. Now we're understanding that the church in the marketplace has the power and the opportunity to bring change, real change, because everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. That is the key for transformation.
When the Ekklesia moves into the city, transformation becomes evident. Business is thriving, and the economy is once again growing. Government is taking a stand against corruption. Education is changing the destiny of future generations, and families are being restored. What has started in Juarez is just a flame, a small light that is exploding as the church fulfills its destiny. And now this light is reaching the nations and impacting the world.